My name is Blake Tomlinson. Today we're here at Detroit Speed. We're going to take a look at Deb's 71 Firebird. So Deb came to us a few years ago with a really solid car. Actually, her husband, Wayne, had done a lot of the initial work on this car, installed the Quadrolink entirely and fixed a lot of the rust on it. Wayne did an excellent job and all the work was very finally done, and everybody in the fab shop was actually pretty impressed. So we started off with a really solid vehicle. There were some other issues, like we eventually did have to end up putting up quarters and door skins on it. She gave us a really solid start and had a really good plan going forward. You can see here the paint is Tanzanite blue, which is a BMW color. That matches really well with these charcoal stripes that run the length of the car. The nose, the fenders, the hood is carbon fiber. If you know anything about carbon fiber, you know it's very hard to build a high quality car of this caliber and get the carbon fiber to fit and look as good as it does on this car. So we're very proud of the guys that did the body work and the fitment to be able to get carbon fiber nose to look as tight as this one does. LED headlights, JW speaker headlights in the front. There's a neat little detail here. These are custom fog lights, and these fog lights are actually split up with a little 3D printed painted bezel and a custom made bucket that houses super bright LEDs on the bottom side for fog lights and still retains a blinker. And this top portion actually has a machined piece of acrylic that has the diffuser machined back into it, so it's a very pleasing looking light. And along with the lights at the back end of the car also has LED lights from Digitails. So moving down the side of the car here, this is another neat point. These are custom billet aluminum door handles, and these are designed there's a stamping in the door skin, and then these fit nice and flush. This aluminum piece installs here, and it opens just like maybe like a Tesla would. But we designed these because we weren't happy with any of the flush door handle designs that were on the market. When I had the door skin off, went ahead and put this stamping in, and then installed these nice flush door handles. They are very cool. Moving on to the back of the car, the part that steals the show is this laid back spoiler here. Second gen Camaros, second gen Firebirds are really known for their very upright and kind of bold spoiler that goes along here. Just to do something a little bit unique, we took this spoiler, custom made out of aluminum, and laid it back so that it has kind of a sleeker, more subtle look to it. Of course, one thing that we do with almost all of our builds is the bumper on this car has been tucked and trimmed and fit up to the car with nice gaps all the way around the body to get that clean, slick look that our customers like to see in our cars. We decided not to flush the glass in this car, but decided to go with something subtle. And so instead of just painting the trim, which can cause problems with fitment, and a lot of times it will show up in the final look of the car, these are actually Cerakoted, which is a very thin coating, very durable coating used in the firearms industry. Well, underneath the hood here, we have the big power that you come to expect from Detroit Speed. We have an LS7 with custom valve covers, and we made some covers over the fuel injector rails. Of course, every time we build a DSE car, one of the big things we do is we spend a lot of time on the plumbing and the wiring. So all the plumbing and wiring is tucked and hidden. The stuff that you can see is routed in a way that's very aesthetically pleasing. Of course, we got these DSE fender braces. Josh made some covers here to cover up the front core support. A custom aluminum cold air intake. Of course, it has our Selected Speed wiper kit for the second gen Firebird. It also has the DSE Master brake booster, along with the Bear brake bias kit there. You can adjust it. This is pretty sweet. It has our DSE headers, our DSE subframe, and those go back the 3-inch exhaust, stainless exhaust, to the hooker mufflers all the way out the back. Of course, smooth firewall. Everything's painted and prepped. You can see here we have a pretty unique twin latch system. Because the big issue is whenever you have a carbon fiber hood, it's actually pretty difficult in order to get those hoods to sit and align really well. So we decided to go ahead and add an extra latch and put these latches far out as possible so we can control both corners. So behind the LS7, we have a T56 built by Bowler. And at the back of the car, we have 9-inch rear end on our Quadrolink suspension built by Gear FX. Some other goodies is we have billet hood hinges made by our friends over there at Ring Brothers. Anytime that we do a carbon fiber hood, the whole bottom side of this hood is body worked and made to look as beautiful as the top side. And here at Detroit Speed, we spend as much time thinking about the interiors as we do the outside and the underside and everything else. So there's quite a lot going on in here. Excellent Classic Instruments gauges, custom built center console. This is pretty cool. You can see this. That slides back there and you got your cup holder. I like that. Carbon fiber inserts. Actually, this dash pad, we modified this to put a stereo below the main dash cluster so you'd have more room for gauges. And then we sent this dash pad off to Just Dashes and they redid the dash for us. And I love that because even though it's a custom dash pad, it still has that factory squish to it, you know, and with the texture and everything's right. It's beautiful. Recaro seats with the leather here. So we have a modern BMW style carpet, which is a theme you're gonna see throughout the car. Is it's got those very high quality German touches, very much in keeping with what Deb likes. Lightweight shifter. We have the power windows here in the center console. This entire tunnel has been raised up quite a bit to package that T56, which we do in many of our high horsepower manual builds. A 4-point cage with harness bar. And you can see, I don't know if you can see here, she's got a matching helmet that matches the paint of her car. That's a nice little touch, little detail there. So a few months ago, we got the car all wrapped up, and one of the things we do here at Detroit Speed is our cars aren't just built to go to shows. They're not trailer queens, they're built to race. So actually a couple of days ago, we met Deb out at track at Kershaw, South Carolina, and she got to break in her brand new Firebird on the track with Kyle Tucker, our resident wheelman, and got to break it in right.
Hey, my name's Deb. We're out here at Carolina Motorsports Park in Kershaw, South Carolina. Kyle's taking me out on the track, testing it out, and just learning what the car's about and how it handles today. So
don't look too close because you're going to see little rock chips and things like that. But that's what makes these cars cool. If you're interested and you want to see more about this car, you can head to our website at DetroitSpeed.com and look at the build pics on this and all of our other projects. We'd love for you to go ahead and subscribe and all our social media stuff because that's cool too.